Our apologies for the technical difficulties. Our feed is now up and running. Here's what you missed. The Oak City scored 3 in the top of the first. Take a 3-0 lead. The Bogeys are chipping away here in the bottom of the first. They have 2 runs in. There is 1 out in the inning. Cal Henderson on second base drove in one of the runs. And he's a base runner at second base with 1 out. Hunter Thaxton is at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Thaxton. Here's the pitch to Thaxton. It's up high. Ball 3, 3-2.
Hey.
Oak City Gliders got 3 in the top of the first. The Bogeys have bounced back with 2 so far here in the bottom of the first. And there's only 1 out with a runner at second. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Thaxton called out on strikes.
Don't argue it. Can't argue.
2 down now. Henderson moves up to third base on the throw down to first, and Jackson Kroom at the plate. Ground ball in the infield. Second baseman is up with it. Throws the first in time to retire Kroom. Bogeys get 2 back in the bottom of the first after 1 complete inning. The Oak City Gliders 3, the Sandhills Bogeys 2, and we head to the second inning. Lineup for the visiting Oak City Gliders. The leadoff hitter for the Gliders is first baseman number 27, Jordan Brown. Batting second baseman number 34, Blake Benoit. The DH batting third, Nick Reese. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 35, Brady Graves. Batting fifth, shortstop, Levi Carlton. Batting sixth, catcher, Kenton Anderson. Batting seventh, playing left field, Tyler Spruill. Batting eighth, third baseman, Kaito Heike. And batting ninth and playing center field, James St. Laurent Friend. Garrett Carlson got the start for Oak City. For the Bogeys, normal lineup, leading off center fielder number 3, Nick DiCarlo. Batting second, playing third base, number 27, Chance Purvis. Batting third, playing first base, number 22, Colby Thorndike. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 13, Cal Henderson, and he had an RBI in that second inning. Batting fifth, playing second base, Hunter Thaxton. Batting sixth, right fielder, number 5, Jackson Kroom. Batting seventh and catching, number 28, Thomas Otto. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 26, Paul Rice. And batting ninth, shortstop, number 11, Finley Spicer. Sam Pergerson got the start for the Bogeys. And he is out there to start the second inning as well. Again, the score after 1 complete, Oak City 3, Sandhills 2. The Gliders up over the Bogeys. And the Gliders coming to bat here in the second inning. Gliders batted completely through their lineup in that first inning. Ferguson did strike out the side, but there were walks and some bloop singles and 3 runs across for the Gliders. 3-2 here as we start the second inning, top of the second. Jordan Brown leads off for the Gliders. Takes a look at strike 1 from Ferguson. Ground ball back to Ferguson. He bobbles it for a second. Throw to first is in time. 1 down. Blake Benoit, second baseman, will be coming to the plate. Blake Benoit steps in. 1 out, base is empty.
Mr. Fox, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
1 ball, 1 strike on Benoit. Sam Ferguson on the hill. Ground ball in the infield. Chance Purvis has it. The throw to first is in time. 2 down.
Here we go, 2-7.
Two down, nobody on now in the top of the second inning. Nick Reese, designated hitter, coming to the plate for the Gliders. Fouled it off.
Hey, let's go, Sam. Oh, boy.
One strike to count on Reese. Ferguson delivers the 0-1 pitch. Popped out play. No balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the second. Up high and way up high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the second. Gliders lead the Bogeys by a score of 3-2. Here's your pitch. Popped up, out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball into right field. Jackson Kroom cruises over and he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. And we halfway through the second. It's the Gliders 3, the Bogeys 2, but the Bogeys coming to bat in the bottom of the second inning, trailing by a score of 3-2. Nice inning there for Ferguson. He needed that. Hopefully he'll settle in now. I'd like to say hi to Papa Thor. Papa Thor was here last week, but his son getting a start here tonight. In the middle of the second inning, it's the Oak City Gliders 3, the Sandhills Bogeys 2. Gliders put 3 runs in the top of the first, played 3 runs. We were having technical difficulties. We did not have a feed. Bogeys came back with 2 in the bottom of the first to make the game 3-2. Gliders went 3 up, 3 down in the second, and the Bogeys coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. Ball game, the Gliders lead by a score of 3-2. Bogeys have a half-game lead over Sanford in the Central Division of the Old North State League. Sanford currently leading the River City Skippers right now. So the Bogey, if that score holds, that's in the 7th inning. If that score would hold, Bogeys would need to win to keep the lead.
Let's go, Otto!
Oak City's 5 games back in 3rd place, but they've won 4 in a row, so they're a hot team, and they lead the Bogeys right now by a score of 3-2. Thomas Otto leading off here in the bottom of the second. Starts off with a strike. Garrett Carlson on the mound for the Gliders. Here's the pitch to Otto. Fly ball into right field. It's in foul ground. Ball dropped, so it's a long strike. 2 strikes to count on Thomas Otto. leading off the Bogeys second. Otto fouls it away. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Paul Rice on deck for the Bogeys. Otto, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second. Gliders lead 3-2. 0-2 count on Otto. Bounced in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to count on Otto. Hard hit ball into right field. It's in the gap. He's down for a base hit. Otto makes a big turn, but he'll stay at first base. Leadoff single for Thomas Otto. Paul Rice coming to the plate for the Bogeys.
You ain't the one, Otto. Nice job, buddy.
Paul Rice, the batter, with Thomas Otto, a leadoff single at first base. Finley Spicer on deck for the Bogeys. Here's Rice. Throw over Otto's back. Ball gets away but stays right near the bag. Otto stays put. Garrett Carlson, the pitcher for the Gliders. Pitching to Paul Rice. Here's the pitch. Inside.
Hey, let's go, Doc. Ball.
Ball 1 to Rice. Bogey's been rained out the past 2 evenings, and Oak City's here tonight. Doubleheader tomorrow with High Point. And then the Bogeys take to the road for 3 of the last 4 games of the regular season. Bogeys and the Spinners currently battling for top 2 spots. Both teams, the top 2 in each division, make the playoffs. Oak City's in third. They're 5 games back. So Oak City really needs this game tonight. They play the Bogeys 3 more times counting this game. So they have an opportunity to chip away at that lead, but the Bogeys have a chance to really put the hammer on them tonight. So Gliders jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Bogeys have battled back. It's 3-2. Otto goes and steals second base.
Go, Otto. Go, Otto. Move the ball. Let's go.
Brother James yells at Paul to move the ball. So now nobody out. Thomas Otto, runner at second base. 3 balls, 1 strike to count on Paul Rice at the plate. Ball forward to Rice. He draws a walk. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Finley Spicer coming to the plate for the Bogeys. Finley Spicer at the plate. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Just because I told you your seat was up. One ball, no strikes to count on Finley Spicer. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 1-1. Ball two, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count on Spicer. Nobody out. Bogeys on first and second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count evens at 2 and 2. Two the count on Spicer. 2 on, nobody out. Second inning. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher has a little trouble with his footing. They get Spicer at first base, but the runners move up, so there's runners on second and third now with only 1 out for Nick DiCarlo. DiCarlo at the plate, 1 out. Thomas Otto at third base. Paul Rice at second base. 1 down in the bottom of the second. Gliders lead by a score of 3-2. Nick DiCarlo at the plate. In the dirt, ball 1. Pretty breezy all of a sudden here at Bogey Ballpark. DiCarlo pops it up. It's out of play into the bleachers. He breathes a sigh of relief. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Nick DiCarlo at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch to DiCarlo. Runners at second and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. DiCarlo at the plate. Hard hit ball. Fair ball. It's a fair ball. That's going to drive in two. DiCarlo on his way to second. He's not slowing down. He's on his way to third. His helmet comes off. He is in at third base. 2-run triple for Nick DiCarlo. Gives the Bogeys a 4-3 lead. Chance Purvis coming to the plate. Base runner at third base. DiCarlo with a 2-run triple.
Go, Chance. Got away 3. Go, Nicholas.
Scoreboard only gave us 1, but we scored 2. It's 4-3. Bogeys lead. Chance Purvis steps to the plate. Purvis at the plate, 1 out. Nick DiCarlo at third base with a 2-run triple. Here's the pitch to Chance Purvis. Fly ball into left field. That's trouble. It's down. Base hit. Purvis heading for second base. The throw. He slides in safely at second. And he stirs the batter. DiCarlo scores. RBI double for Chance Purvis. Bogeys lead 5-3. Colby Thorndike comes to the plate now for the Bogeys. Still only 1 out. Runner in scoring position. We had technical difficulties and we missed most of the first inning, I believe, part of the second. The Gliders jumped off with 3 runs in the top of the first. Bogeys battled back with 2 in the bottom of the first. 3-2 heading to the second. The Gliders went 3 up, 3 down in the second. And the Bogeys have plated 3 so far in the bottom of the second to take a 5-3 lead. Chance Purvis is on second base, still only 1 out in the inning. Colby Thorndike steps to the plate. Cal Henderson on deck. Chance Purvis with an RBI double leads off of second base. Thorndike takes a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Thorndike. In the dirt. Chance Purvis frustrated. He had an opportunity to go if he would have gone right away. One ball, one strike. Chance Purvis, the runner at second base, one out here in the second. Colby Thorndike at the plate. Ground ball on the first base side. It's off the second baseman's glove. Purvis being waved around. He'll score. Thorndike cruises into second on the error. 6-3, Bogeys. Cal Henderson comes to the plate for the Bogeys, and with that error, Bogeys maintain a runner in scoring position. Still only one out here in the bottom of the second. 4 runs in for the Bogeys in the inning. Cal Henderson at the plate. Colby Thorndike leads off of second base. Fouled off by Henderson. One strike to count to Cal Henderson. Throw to second base. Off the second baseman's glove, but the shortstop backing up the play. Thorndike will stay right there. Here's the pitch to Henderson. Gets away, and Thorndike moves up to third base. Thorndike now at third base, still just one out in the inning. Cal Henderson at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Henderson. Garrett Carlson on the mound for the Gliders. Off-speed pitch, driven up the middle, base hit. RBI single for Cal Henderson. Colby Thorndike scores, 7-3 Bogeys. And Hunter Thaxton coming to the plate. Hunter argued with the umpire, so if it's close, he better swing. Hunter struck out and argued with the umpire, so if the ball's even close, he better swing. Because it's going to be a strike. Hunter Thaxton now comes to the plate. Still just one out here in the inning. Cal Henderson, the base runner at first base with an RBI single. And Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Throw over, Henderson dives back. He's back safely. Again, a throw over to first. Henderson's back. He is a threat to steal. He's got good wheels and stolen several bases this season. One out. Cal Henderson at first. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Bogeys 5 runs in the inning. Swing and a miss from Thaxton. Once again, we had technical difficulties. The Gliders scored 3 in the top of the first. Jump out to a 3-0 lead. The Bogeys came back with 2 in the bottom of the first. The Gliders went 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the second, and the Bogeys have plated 5 so far here in the bottom of the second. For Bogeys lead 7-3 here in the bottom of the second inning. Cal Henderson, the base runner at first. was off to a big lead. Got chased back to the bag. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. One strike to count on Thaxton. Ball one. One ball, one strike on Hunter Thaxton. Henderson goes and he slides in safely at second base with a stolen base. Another bogey in scoring position. Hunter Thaxton took a ball. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Thaxton. And Cal Henderson puts himself in scoring position with a stolen base. Thaxton fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hunter Thaxton. Carlson on the mound for the Gliders. Cal Henderson leads off second base. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Full count now on Hunter Thaxton. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Henderson at second. Jackson Kroom on deck for the Bogeys. Bogeys lead 7-3. 5 runs here in the bottom of the second. Still only 1 out. Swing and a miss, and Thaxton goes down on strikes. 2 down. Jackson Kroom comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch of Jackson Kroom. Cal Henderson leads off at second base. Held up, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count on Jackson Kroom. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Cal Henderson leads off second base. Here's the pitch to Kroom. Up high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 2-0 on Jackson Kroom. 2 out, Henderson at second. Here's the pitch. Popped up behind first base. The catch is made by the first baseman. That'll end the inning, but the Bogeys score 5 in the inning to take a 7-3 lead after 2 complete. Two innings in the books. Bogeys lead by a score of 7-3. Gliders coming to bat in the top of the third. That'll do it for Ferguson. 2 complete. He really got rolling there in the second inning. Gives way to Roy Lenhard on the mound. There, the bogeyman's racing a woman carrying a small child and a slightly larger child running and is in the lead. Bogeyman currently in second on the bicycle. The little boy's running. He's not even there. He is looking back to see how big a lead he's got, and he will cross the finish line. Bogeyman in second on the bicycle, and the intern carrying the smaller child finishes third. Roy Lenhard takes the mound for the Bogeys. Roy from Shelton, Connecticut, Leslie University, one of the 5 links from Leslie University on the Bogeys. Roy's one of the treats to watch here at Bogey Ballpark as he's very deliberate. He makes an intentional walk around the mound every pitch. And he finishes his warm-up tosses. Otto throws down to second base. And Roy Lenhard will be on the mound for the Bogeys to face the Gliders here in the top of the third. Brady Graves, right fielder for the Gliders, leads things off here in the third. Popped out of play. Two quick strikes on Graves. Lenhard walks around the mound, comes in from the backside. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Brady Graves, right fielder. Popped out of play. Count remains 0-2. Lenhard getting his steps in as he walks around the mound. Comes in from the back, and he's ready to go. 0-2 count. On leadoff hitter here in the third, Brady Graves. Just high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lenhard wanted that, but pitchers want every pitch, so we'll give the umpire a break. It was high. Just fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bogeys lead 7-3. Brady Graves, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third for the Gliders. Fouled off again. He stays alive. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Roy Lenhard. Here's the pitch. Hard smash down the third base line. Foul. Lenhard delivers. Just fouled off again. Graves hanging in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Graves. Working hard, fouling off pitches, hanging in there. But Lenhard went up quickly, 2 strikes, and Graves has been battling. Roy Lenhard. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout for Lenhard. Levi Carlton comes to the plate, shortstop for the Gliders with 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the third. Spinners and the Skippers now tied in the 8th inning of their game. Bogeys have a half-game lead over the Spinners. In the Central Division. Ground ball in the infield. Spicer has it, bobbles it, and it's going to be too late. Error on Spicer. Carlton reaches on that error. Ethan Anderson comes to the plate. One out, runner at first base. Kenton Anderson, the catcher for the Gliders. Hard base hit into left field, hard drive into left field. Paul Rice has it. He'll throw it back. Runners at first and second now with 1 out for the Gliders. Tyler Spruill comes to the plate, left fielder for the Gliders. Roy Lenhard on the mound on a relief of Sam Ferguson. Fly ball into deep right field. Jackson Kroom giving chase, but it's in the beach. Home run for Spruill, a 3-run home run. That'll bring the score. Bogeys still lead, but that tighten it up. 7-6. Bogeys lead. Three-run home run for Spruill. Game's now 7-6. Bogeys. Top of the third, one out. Kyler Hickey comes to the mound now for the Gliders. Tom Schaefer wants to talk to his pitcher, and there's a meeting on the mound for the Bogeys. You told me the rain was gone. A few sprinkles falling here at Bogey Ballpark. My weather girl told me the rain was gone for the day. Conference ending on the mound. Schaefer retreats to the dugout. The Bogeys infield goes back to where they are playing, and there's one out. There's nobody on. Bases clearing, 3-run home run for Spruill. Tightens the game to 7-6 score. And Hickey at the plate for the Gliders. Roy Lenhard remains in the game. Hickey squared the bunt. Takes a strike. Now takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Lenhard delivers the 1-0 pitch. Bounces in there. 2 balls, no strikes. Lenhard misses. 3 balls, no strikes. The count on Hickey. And a 4-pitch walk to Hickey, and he'll be a base runner with 1 out for the Gliders. James St. Laurent friend comes to the. Oh, this is our Penn State guy back from St. Lawrence friend plays for Penn State. Where? Altoona. He takes low, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. 4-pitch walk to Hickey, and now 2-0 start to St. Lawrence friend. 6 balls in a row here for Lenhard. Needs to find that mitt. Swing and a miss. St. Lawrence friend at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Popped up in the infield. Hunter Thaxton under it, makes the catch. 2 down. Two out, runner at first base for the Gliders. 3-run home run by Tyler Spruill makes it a 7-6 ball game here in the top of the 3rd inning. Jordan Brown now, first baseman, comes to the plate for the Gliders with 2 out, runner at first. Takes a strike. Chance Purvis inches in at third base, fouled off. Chance's dad asked me who the starting pitcher was, and I said Purgason. He thought I said Purvis, and his jaw dropped. He couldn't believe the chances. I said, "Oh, he might come in and finish. He's not going to start it." But Sam Purgason got the start. Roy Lenhard now in the third inning as Purgason pitched the first two. Lenhard now on the mound in the third. Throw over to first. Close play. Umpire says he's back. Bogeys fans say you are incorrect. But the umpire's decision is the one that counts, and still 2 out, runner at first base. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, that'll end the inning, but the Gliders bounce back with 3-run home run by Tyler Spruill in the middle of the third inning. It's the Bogeys 7, the Gliders 6. The Bogeys coming to bat in the bottom of the third. It's pickleball night here at the ballpark, so you can go ask questions about what is pickleball. You can register to win the beginner pickleball set and perhaps some pickleball lessons. Garrett Carlson takes the hill for the third inning. He was the starter for the Gliders. Did you hear anyone about it? Thomas Otto in the on-deck circle to lead things off here in the bottom of the third for the Bogeys. Garrett Carlson, the starting pitcher for the Gliders in the game, still in the game in the third inning. Tom Schaefer heading to his third base coaching box. Thomas Otto. An illustration of every tool. You only use every tool for its intended purpose. We got the job done. Very good.
There we go. Multi-purpose.
Thomas Otto to lead things off for the Bogeys here in the bottom of the third inning. After 2.5, it's the Bogeys 7, the Gliders 6.
Not this time.
Here's the pitch to Otto leading off the third inning. Takes ball 1. Ground ball in the infield. Second baseman has it. Going to be close. Low throw, but the first baseman picks it. And 1 down in the third inning for the Bogeys. Paul Rice coming to the plate. With 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third. Paul Rice, left fielder for the Bogeys. 1 out, nobody on here in the Bogeys third. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 1 to Paul Rice. Up high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Paul Rice. 1 out, nobody on here in the Bogeys third. popped up in the infield. First baseman camped under it and makes the catch. 2 down. Finley Spicer comes to the plate. Spice at the plate with 2 out, nobody on in the Bogeys third. Bogeys lead by a score of 7-6. Ground ball in the infield, hard hit ball, shortstop bobbles it, and they're not going to get Spicer. He beats it out. Finley Spicer, 2 out base runner. That's probably an infield single. Shortstop had to hurry to try to get that throw and bobble the ball. I'd give Spicer an infield single on that. 7-6 Bogeys. Nick DiCarlo comes to the plate now with Spicer at first and 2 outs. Runner goes, throw down. Spicer is safe with a stolen base. Puts himself in scoring position. DiCarlo squared the bunt, then slapped at the ball. Delay the catcher as long as possible. Paid off. Spicer's at second with 2 down. Stolen base for Finley Spicer. 1 strike to count on Nick DiCarlo. Takes strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nick DiCarlo at the plate. Finley Spicer, 2 out base runner at second. Down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes on DiCarlo.
Yeah, he really wanted to go. I will go literally. I just know I have a concert that
DiCarlo pops it up, foul of third. Third baseman makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 3 complete, it's the Bogeys 7, the Gliders 6. Heading to the 4th inning. River City's taking a 5-3 lead over Sanford in their game. Bogeys lead Sanford by half a game in the Central Division. Oak City is 5 games back. They've won 4 in a row. They are hot, but they really need to run the table pretty much with 4-game lead and about 5 games to go. Bogeys' schedule. Bogeys have 6 games left after tonight. They have a doubleheader tomorrow with the High Point Hush Puppies. Thursday and Friday, the Bogeys hit the road. Thursday, they're at these Oak City Gliders. Friday, they're at High Point to take on the Hush Puppies. Next Saturday, these same Gliders come back here for one last game. Bogeys' final home game of the regular season. And then on Sunday, the Bogeys travel to Reedsville to take on the Luckies. And currently, the Sanford Spinners and the Bogeys are in the first 2 positions. Bogeys lead the Spinners by half a game. Top 2 teams in each division make the playoffs. Blake Benoit steps in to lead off the 4th for the Gliders. Lenhard still on the mound. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Roy Lenhard in his 2nd inning work. Gave up a 3-run home run last inning, and just like Ferguson, we hope he settles in and has a quick inning. Strike 2 on Benoit. Roy Lenhard. Fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Oh, 2 count on Benoit. Here's the pitch from Lenhard. Popped up. Hunter Thaxton camped under it. Makes the catch. 1 down. Nick Reese steps in. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the top of the 4th. Takes a strike. Nice breeze blowing here tonight at Bogey Ballpark. Blowing in. It won't help the hitters, but it sure helps the heat. Bounces in there. Umpire stops that with his face mask. One out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Fouled off. Nick Reese at the plate. Fouled off to the on-deck batter for the Gliders. Roy Lenhard in his 2nd inning of work. Fouled off once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Reese. Leslie Link's pitcher Roy Lenhard in his 2nd inning of work here in the 4th. Sam Ferguson started the game. Lenhard is the 2nd Bogeys pitcher of the game. Here we are on the top of the 4th. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Reese. Popped up, foul out of play. Roy Lenhard with the pitch. Called strike 3, 2 down. Put that K backwards in the book. 2 out, nobody on. Brady Graves comes to the plate. 2 out, nobody on. Roy Lenhard delivers. Up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and down low, 2 balls, no strikes to Graves. Brady Graves, right fielder. Swing and a miss. Here's the pitch from Lenhard. Ooh, close pitch. Ball 2. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. Base hit into right center field. That's going to roll. It's cut off by DiCarlo right in front of the wall. Graves cruises into 2nd with a double. Levi Carlton, shortstop, comes to the plate. Roy Lenhard on the mound for the Bogeys. Levi Carlton at the plate, runner at second base with 2 outs here in the fourth. Starts him off with a strike. Scoreboard says 2-2. I believe that was the count from the previous bat on 1 strike on Carlton. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Lenhard on the mound. 0-2 count, I believe, on Carlton. Outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second base. Roy Lenhard on the mound for the Bogeys. Here's the pitch. Up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Roy Lenhard on the mound for the Bogeys. In the dirt, ball 3, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Carlton. Full count on Carlton. Brady Graves leads off at second base. Roy Lenhard on the mound for the Bogeys. Ball 4, he draws a walk. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Kenton Anderson, the catcher. Anderson comes to the plate for the Gliders. Tom Schaefer calls time. He motions to the bullpen, and we'll have a new pitcher for the Bogeys. Roy Lenhard steps off the hill. Chance Moore will take the mound for the Bogeys. Chance Moore from Jacksonville, Florida. St. Bonaventure University. Chance Moore taking his warm-up pitches. Seven to 6, Bogeys lead. We're in the 4th inning. The Gliders have runners at first and second base. There's 2 outs and a change of pitchers here for the Bogeys. Chance Moore takes the hill. Chance Moore, the new pitcher for the Bogeys. 3rd pitcher of the ball game. Inherits 2 base runners. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Bogeys lead the Sanford Spinners by half a game in the Central Division. Both the Bogeys and the Spinners are involved in nail biter games. The Spinners are in the ninth. They trail by 1 to River City. The Bogeys here in the fourth are up 1 against Oak City. So here we go. Chance Moore on the mound. Runners at first and second for the Gliders. Kenton Anderson at the plate. Fly ball to right field. Jackson Kroom is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. After 4 innings complete, it's the Bogeys 7, the Gliders 6. Big threat there by the Gliders, but they leave 2 runners on base, and in the middle of the 4th inning, Bogeys lead 7-6. I could have sworn it was a hot dog eating contest.
Thank you. No, we just lost. It's like, you can sit here and watch this game. Boring to watch the game, isn't it?
Garrett Carlson still on the hill for the Gliders. A lot of work goes into it to the lineups, and then not when it doesn't.
And I mean, it's just learning the team and coaches. Of course, there's only 5 guys in the basketball team, but still, it's fast. It's a lot of work. It's nice. I might see y'all coming.
7-6, middle of the 4th inning. Bogeys lead by 1 over the Oak City Gliders. Chance Purvis looks to lead things off for the Bogeys. Throw goes down to second base. We're ready to roll here in the bottom of the 4th for the Bogeys. Chance Purvis to lead it off for the Bogeys. Bogeys lead by 1, 7-6. Bottom of the 4th, Chance Purvis. Leadoff hitter. Starts off with ball 1. Garrett Carlson, starting pitcher for the Gliders, still on the hill. Looks a little tired out there. Throws a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff hitter here in the 4th, Chance Purvis for the Bogeys. Colby Thorndike on deck. Little cue shot to the first baseman. He takes it himself. 1 down in the 1st. Colby Thorndike coming to the plate. One out, nobody on. Colby Thorndike, the batter. Cal Henderson on deck for the Bogeys here in the bottom of the 4th. Bogeys lead 7-6. Here's the pitch to Thorndike. Takes up high, ball 1.
Yeah, if you go during that time.
1 ball, 1 strike on Colby Thorndike. 1 out, nobody on here in the 4th. Takes high and outside, ball 2, 2-1. Hard hit ball in the gap in right center field. Nice play cutting that off by the right fielder. Holds Thorndike to a single. Colby Thorndike at first with a base hit. 1 out. Cal Henderson coming to the plate for the Bogeys. Cal Henderson at the plate. Colby Thorndike, the runner at first base. Cal's in a DH role today, but he's covered with dirt like he's catching. Throw over to first base. Thorndike back. That's Henderson's been diving into bases as a base runner, and he's covered with Sandhills dirt from head to toe. Again, a throw over to first base. Thorndike gets back. 1 out. Cal Henderson swinging a hot bat for the Bogeys here in the last several games. Takes it inside. Thorndike steals second base. Henderson now with a runner at scoring position as Thorndike steals second base. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Henderson fouls it off. He liked that pitch. He's upset with himself for that. Hunter Thaxton on deck for the Bogeys. Cal Henderson at the plate. Colby Thorndike, the runner at second base. 1 out here in the Bogeys 4th. Runner goes. He's stealing third base. The throw. It's close. He's in there. Stolen base for Thorndike. Thorndike single, steals second, steals third. He's a runner at third base with still just 1 out. Colby Thorndike at third base. 1 out. Cal Henderson at the plate. Scoreboard says 2-1. I'm not sure of the count. Carlson delivers. Fouled off. 2 strikes now on Henderson. Smash into center field, base hit. That'll be another RBI for Henderson. He takes a big turn at second, but the ball's thrown back in. He's at first base with an RBI single. Colby Thorndike scores. Cal Henderson swinging a hot bat. Now Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Hunter wants to change his fortunes today. Cal Henderson at first. throw over. He's back safe. He has a stolen base in the game and has good speed at first base. 1 out. Cal Henderson at base runner at first. Hunter Thaxton at the plate for the Bogeys. Again, a throw over to first base. Henderson's back safely.
I mean, at this point, I would rather him just be sold.
Garrett Carlson, the pitcher for the Gliders. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Cal Henderson leads off first. They throw over. Henderson's back. Bogeys have scored 1. Henderson drove in Colby Thorndike. Thorndike had singled, stole second, stole third. Scored on an RBI single by Henderson. It's 8-6. Bogeys lead. Hunter Thaxton fouls it off. One strike to count on Hunter Thaxton. 1 out in the 4th. Cal Henderson, the base runner at first. Here's the pitch. Catcher throws down to first in an effort. Cal Henderson dives back in safely. Close play. Secondary lead took him far from the first base bag. Catcher throw behind him. Close play. Henderson's back. And collecting more dirt on his uniform. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a flare over the shortstop's head. It's into center field. Base hit. Henderson stops at second. Base hit for Hunter Thaxton. Jackson Kroom comes to the plate. One out. Bogeys at first and second. Jackson Kroom, the batter. One out. Bogeys at first and second. Here's the pitch to Kroom. Hard ground ball in the infield. Second baseman flips to the shortstop to get. Second baseman flipped to the shortstop to get Thaxton for 1. Kroom's on the fielder's choice. There's 2 outs. Runners at first and third for the Bogeys. And Thomas Otto coming to the plate. Nice play by the shortstop. Awkward flip. Wasn't sure they were going to complete the out, but they corralled it. No time to try for a double play with Kroom's speed. So Jackson Kroom, the runner at first. Cal Henderson, the runner at third. 2 down. Tom throw over. Kroom drives back in safely. We've seen Tom Schaefer utilize a double steal. This would be there's 2 guys with good speed on the bases. Jackson Kroom at first. Cal Henderson. Cal Henderson. Bogeys crowd letting the Gliders pitcher know where he's going to end up. Thomas Otto at the plate. There goes Kroom. The throw, fake throw is, and Kroom then at second base with a stolen base. Bogeys have been utilizing that double steal where when the catcher throws down, the runner from third breaks for home, and obviously the Gliders had scouted that. The catcher just faked trying to catch Henderson, and no such thing. Runners at second and third now. Thomas Otto at the plate. 2 down here in the 4th. Outside. Ball 1 to Otto. Thomas Otto has a stolen base in this game. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 2. Bogeys at second and third. Cal Henderson at third. Jackson Kroom at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Thomas Otto at the plate. Paul Rice on deck for the Bogeys. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Otto. Takes a strike. Otto's from Neenah, Wisconsin. His family is here to see him today. And Ball forward, Otto. Bases are loaded for Paul Rice. Glider manager coming out to talk to his pitcher. Bases are loaded with Bogeys. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Paul Rice will be the batter. That'll do it for Garrett Carlson. Pitched a nice game. Nice effort. Bogeyman spelling out bogeys for the crowd. An overly enthusiastic crowd. Will Hovey comes in to pitch for the Gliders. Paul Rice will be the first to greet him with bases loaded and 2 outs here in the Bogeys fourth. Bogeys a run in here in the inning. They lead 8-6. But Paul Rice has a big opportunity here to with Bogeyman using some of the kids to help him with his cheer and fire up the crowd. Bogeyman actually looks tired. I wonder if we have another mascot in the bullpen. He looks worn out today. Let's go, Paul. Paul Rice, pride of Leechburg, Pennsylvania. Don't tell James I called Paul the pride of Leechburg, Pennsylvania. His brother James is the first base coach. He was a Bogey second baseman last year. Coaches for the Bogeys this year. But Paul Rice is the man in the spotlight right now. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. New pitcher on the mound for the Gliders is Will Hovey. And here comes Paul Rice to the plate for the Bogeys. Left fielder. Bases loaded and 2 out. Finley Spicer, the on-deck batter, but the attention is on Rice with 2 outs, bases loaded. Good speed at second base. Good speed at all the bases, but a base hit could mean several runs here. Here's the pitch to Paul Rice. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That was a big swing. Good news for Bogeys fan is that Paul didn't stop and ask any batting advice from me on his way to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 out. A couple games ago he did that and the results were not good. Here we go. 1 strike to count. Up high, 1-1. Paul Rice, the batter. 2 out, nobody on in the Bogeys fourth. 1 run in here in the inning for the Bogeys, take an 8-6 lead. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Rice. Up high, ball 2, 2-1. Cal Henderson at third base. Jackson Kroom at second base. Thomas Otto at first. And here's the pitch to Paul Rice. Takes a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brother James tells him to win this one. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Ground ball in the infield. Pitcher's got it. Flips to first base in time to retire the side. Bogeys get one back in the inning. After 4 innings complete, the Bogeys 8, the Gliders 6. And the Gliders coming to bat in the top of the 5th. Back to the slushy flavors and what? Is it coconut?
You want to go say? You want to cut like this? What color? What do you want?
All right. I guess mango. Mango.
What color cup you want?
Rosa. I don't care. Chance Moore takes the hill again for the Bogeys here in the 5th. Hot dogs have been delivered. Guess that means we don't grill them here. Fifth inning, top of the 5th. After 4 complete, the Bogeys lead by a score of 8-6. Gliders coming to bat here in the top of the 5th inning. Chance Moore, the third pitcher of the game for the Bogeys, came on to get the final out of the 4th inning. He's now on the mound in the 5th. Otto throws down to second base. We're ready to go here in the 5th. Tyler Spruill, the leadoff batter. He had a big 3-run home run earlier in the game. Takes up high. Ball 1 to Spruill. Popped out of play. Toward the slushy trailer where Donna's getting me a slushy. I hope everything's okay out there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Spruill here leading off the 5th for the Gliders. Here's a long fly ball to right center field. Jackson Kroom makes the catch as he and Nick DiCarlo were getting awfully close together. One out, nobody on here in the 5th. Guido Heike hits a fly ball into center field. Nick DiCarlo calls Jackson Kroom off on that one. So 2 pretty identical fly balls there. Kroom makes 1 catch. DiCarlo makes the other. 2 down, nobody on here in the 5th. James St. Lawrence Friend comes to the plate. Takes low, ball 1. James St. Lawrence Friend, the center fielder for the Gliders. 2 out, nobody on here in the 5th. Ball 3. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike, 3 balls and a strike. The count on James St. Lawrence Friend.
What kind of mango?
Ball forward to St. Lawrence Friend. He draws a 2-out walk.
It's refreshing.
Jordan Brown will come to the plate. Runner at first with 2 outs here in the 5th. There takes a strike from Chance Moore. Base hit into right field for runner goes first to third as he was running with the pitch. Base hit, first and third. 2 outs here in the 5th inning for the Gliders. Spinners won their game with a 2-out rally in the 9th, or 2-run rally in the 9th. They went into the bottom of the 9th down by 1, walked it off for a win. So currently the Spinners and the Bogeys are tied in the division lead, Central Division of the Old North State League. Bogeys can go back to a half-game lead with a win here tonight. Spinners usually play at 7 o'clock. I'm wondering that could be a doubleheader tonight. That might be game 1 of a doubleheader. Long fly ball to left field. It's out of here. 3-run home run for Blake Benoit. The Gliders lead by a score of 9-8. Second 3-run home run of the game for the Gliders. Tom Schaefer back to the mound. The infield comes in. Gliders lead by a score of 9-8. Big 2-out rally here for the Gliders. There's 2 out, nobody on. You have to buy the whole thing. You can't just buy a slice or 2. Buy the whole pizza.
Do they deliver?
Nick Reese, the batter now. Nobody on after Blake Benoit cleared the bases with a 3-run home run. Bogeys led 8-6 coming into the 5th. 3-run home run makes it 9-8 Gliders. Here's Moore's pitch. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on here in the 5th. Big 3-run home run by Blake Benoit puts the Gliders up by a score of 9-8. Ground ball in the infield. Chance Purvis charges. He's got it. Long throw in time to retire the side. But the Gliders score 3. And in the middle of the 5th, it's the Gliders 9, the Bogeys 8. Look at that box score for the Gliders. 3 runs, then nothing. Then 3, then nothing. Then 3. So let's hope that continues in the 6th, but not in the 7th. Bogeys the bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trying to bounce back now. Will Hovey still on the mound for the. He came on in relief last inning for the Gliders. Bottom of the fifth inning. Finley Spicer to lead things off for the Bogeys in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting number 11, Finley Spicer.
Finley Spicer to lead things off for the Bogeys in the bottom of the fifth. Big 3-run home run for the Gliders in the top of the inning. Gives the Gliders a 9-8 lead. Finley Spicer to lead things off for the Bogeys against Will Hovey. Takes up high, ball one. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes to Finley Spicer. Spicer's from Aberdeen. He went to Union Pines. He now plays collegiately for Limestone University. Takes ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Nick DiCarlo on deck for the Bogeys. Four-pitch walk to Finley Spicer. Spicer at first. Nobody out here in the Bogeys fifth. Nick DiCarlo comes to the plate. Donna should be a salesman for Sunset Slush. He sold a slush and a commemorative mug. Nick DiCarlo at the plate. Chance Purvis on deck. Finley Spicer, the base runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Bogeys looking to bounce back as the Gliders with a big 3-run home run put 3 across in the top of the inning to take a 1-run lead in the game. 9-8 Gliders. But Finley Spicer's at first. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the inning. DiCarlo squares the bunt. Gets out of the way of the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes on DiCarlo. Two balls, no strikes on Nick DiCarlo. Hovey delivers. He pops up a bunt attempt. Diving effort from the first baseman makes the catch. In foul territory. Nice play by that first baseman. Spicer remains at first. There's now 1 out, and Chance Purvis comes to the plate. Chance Purvis at the plate. Finley Spicer, the base runner at first. 1 out now in the inning. That was a nice play by that first baseman. Diving effort. Made the catch on that bunt attempt in foul ground. Here's now Chance Purvis at the plate for the Bogeys. Runner goes. Throw down to second base. Spicer dives. Oh, he's called out. Called out at second base. Caught stealing. Two out, bases empty now. Purvis at the plate. Takes a strike. Chance Purvis at the plate. Takes a second strike. 2 strikes to count on Chance Purvis. 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on here in the 5th. Down low, ball 1. Chance Purvis at the plate. Colby Thorndike on deck for the Bogeys. Fly ball into center field, and center fielder ranges over, makes the catch. That'll do it for the Bogeys. No runs, no one left on base. Finley Spicer was caught stealing in the inning, and after 5 complete, the Oak City Gliders 9, the Sandhills Bogeys 8. Gliders 9, Bogeys 7 as we head to the 6th inning. Chance Moore still on the mound for the Bogeys. Third pitcher of the game, Sam Ferguson started the game. Roy Lenhard came on in relief. Now the game's turned over to Chance Moore. Chance got the last out in the 4th inning, pitched a complete 5th, and he's on the mound for the 6th. Gliders lead by a score of 9-8, heading into the 6th inning. They meant to put a beer bottle in there like they keep it cold. They meant to put a beer bottle in there and keep it cold too. Hard smash foul to start the inning. Leadoff hitter Brady Graves for the Gliders. One strike to count on Graves. Chance Moore on the mound. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball into center field. Base hit for Graves. It's a couple hits for Graves in the game. Levi Carlton, shortstop, comes to the plate. Graves at first, nobody out here in the 6th for the Gliders. They caught the runner now. They're going to run him back to. Colby Thorndike makes the tag with a little extra authority. One out now in the inning is the Brady Graves singled, but got caught off of first base and in a rundown. Colby Thorndike made the tag. 1 out. Nobody on. Carlton, the batter. Swings right through a pitch. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike two.
One more.
Chance Moore on the mound. 2 strikes to count on the batter. 1 down. Low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 down. 2 out, nobody on. Kenton Anderson, the catcher, comes to the plate. 2 out, nobody on in the 6th. Gliders lead by a score of 9-8. Big swing and a miss, strike 1 on Anderson. Hard ground ball. Past Hunter, diving Hunter Thaxton, and base hit into right field. Tyler Spruill comes to the plate. Spruill has a 3-run home run in the game. One of 2 3-run home runs for the Gliders. Spruill at the plate. 2 out, runner at first for the Gliders. Chance Moore on the mound. Throws over to first. Runner's back in time. Takes high and outside, ball 1. Chance Moore delivers. Runner goes. Foul ball. Runner dives into second, but he'll have to go back. Throw over to first. Runner's back in time. Kenton Anderson, runner at first. Tyler Spruill at the plate. 2 out. Low. Ball 2. 2 balls a strike, I believe is the count. Bounces away from Otto. Runner goes down to second. Again, dives into second. This time he gets to stay there. 3 balls, 1 strike to count on Spruill. Gliders lead by 1. They have a runner at second base with 2 outs here in the 6th. Ball 4 to Spruill. Runners at first and second now with 2 out. Kaito Heike comes to the plate. 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Gliders. Looking to add to a 1-run lead. They lead 9-8 here in the 6th. Whoa, right at us. See, when those little kids come up and hold on to the thing like that, if that happens.
Oh, you just tell them not to hold on.
Yeah.
That can happen so fast.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably even too close. We've seen them roll even over the net.
Heike at the plate. Takes outside. Ball 1. It's at least 1 ball, 1 strike. There's no, there it is up on the board. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runners at first and second for the Gliders. Chance Moore, pitcher for the Bogeys. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Hakey. Outside, ball 3, 3-1. 2 down, but the Gliders have done a lot of their damage with 2 outs. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count on Hakey. Popped foul, out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes now on Hakey. Runners will be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Chance Moore on the mound. Delivers. Ball 4 and walks the bases loaded. Bases loaded with Gliders. Gliders lead 9-8. James St. Lawrence Friend at the plate. Thomas Otto goes out to talk to Chance Moore. Bases are loaded. There's 2 outs. James St. Lawrence Friend at the plate. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. James St. Lawrence Friend at the plate. Chance Moore on the mound. Bases are loaded. 2 down. Gliders already lead by 1. Takes a strike. 1 strike to count. That was big for Chance Moore. Ground ball to Spicer. Flips to second base in time for the fielder's choice. That'll retire the side. No runs, but a big threat. They leave the bases loaded, and after in the middle of the 6th inning, it's Oak City 9, Sandhills 8. Gliders lead the Bogeys by 1. Bogeys coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Tomorrow, the Bogeys have a big doubleheader with the High Point Hush Puppies. Friday and Saturday, the Bogeys hit the road. Thursday and Friday of next week, the Bogeys hit the road. Thursday, the Bogeys are at these same Gliders. Friday, they're at the Hush Puppies. Next Saturday, the Gliders are back here, Bogey Ballpark, for another game. That'll be the final home game of the regular season for the Bogeys. And then on Sunday, the Bogeys travel to Reedsville to play the Luckies, and that's the last scheduled game. There are possibly some makeups, but the regular season games need to be completed by a certain date in order for playoffs. Rain's playing a little bit of havoc. Colby Thorndike getting ready to lead things off for the Bogeys. We're in the middle of the 6th inning. The Gliders have a 9-8 lead. Colby Thorndike steps in. Cal Henderson is on deck here in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th, Bogeys down by 1. Colby Thorndike to lead it off. Will Hovey still on the mound for the Gliders. One ball, no strikes to count on Thorndike. Popped up. Second baseman calling for it. Makes the catch. One down here in the 6th. Cal Henderson coming to the plate for the Bogeys. Cal swinging a hot bat. I believe he's 3 for 3. Announcer's jinx. Just put right on him. Cal Henderson at the plate. One out, nobody on. Hunter Thaxton on deck. Thought about it. Took a look at ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Henderson. Up high, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes on Henderson. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 6th. Up high, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes on Henderson. Takes a strike. Three balls, 1 strike now the count. Three and 1 on Henderson. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Center fielder is there. Makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. Hunter Thaxton coming to the plate for the Bogeys. Thaxton had a base hit his last time up. He's now at the plate with 2 out. Nobody on. Ball 1 to Thaxton. Thaxton from Greenbrier, Tennessee. Plays at Maryville College in this collegiate baseball. Takes a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Jackson Kroom on deck for the Bogeys. 2 balls, no strikes on Hunter Thaxton. Will Hovey on the mound for the Gliders. Down low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Way up high, ball 4. Hunter Thaxton draws a 2-out walk. That'll bring Jackson Kroom to the plate for the Bogeys. Jackson Kroom at the plate. 2 out. Hunter Thaxton, the runner at first base. Bogeys down by 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1 to Kroom. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Jackson Kroom. Hunter Thaxton, the base runner at first with 2 outs here in the 6th. Runner goes. Base hit into right field. Hunter Thaxton is on his horse. He's rounding second. He's into third. He's being held at third base, and Jackson Kroom holds at first. Base hit. Runners at first and third for the Bogeys with 2 outs, and Thomas Otto coming to the plate. Thought there was a chance there. Hunter Thaxton was running with the pitch. Kroom smashed the ball in the right field off the first baseman, and Thaxton ends up at third base. Kroom at first, threat to steal. Thomas Otto at the plate. Popped foul out of play toward the slushy stand. Thomas Otto, the batter. Jackson Kroom at first base. Hunter Thaxton at third base. 2 outs here in the 6th. Up high. Ball 1 to Otto. 1 ball, 1 strike. Paul Rice on deck for the Bogeys. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, hard hit ball to third base. It's bobbled there. Throw to first. In time. Close play. Retires the side after 6 complete. It's the Gliders 9, the Bogeys 8 as we head to the 7th inning. Close play at first. Bogeys could have used that run. They do not get it. Here comes the tire relay. Thomas Otto runs through the relay course. I think they shortened the course tonight. Uh-oh, a slip. That's always costly in the tire relay. Slip is always cost you the tire relay unless the other person slips, but no such thing. So didn't know either of the kids' names, so I can't tell you who won, but exciting tire relay as always. I missed the crayfish launch. That made for some good radio.
You gotta get a refill. Now batting number 27, Jordan Brown.
Jordan Brown to lead things off here for the Gliders in the 7th inning. Chance Moore still on the mound for the Bogeys. Fly ball into center field. Nick DiCarlo's there. He makes the catch. 1 down. Blake Benoit comes to the plate. Blake has one of the home runs for the Gliders. Mine never does that. It's trying to watch all the video. Blake Benoit, the batter, 1 out, base is empty, popped up, right at us. Oh, nice catch. Banana ball, that'd be an out. Yep. Chance Moore, the delivery to Benoit. Ground ball, foul. Third base coach knocks it down. So at least there's no count on the board. It's no balls, 2 strikes, I believe, on Blake Benoit. Fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes, the count on Blake Benoit. 1 out, bases empty here in the 7th. Low ball 1. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. He knew it. Backwards K in the book. Benoit retired on strikes, and there's 2 out, nobody on. Nick Reese, designated hitter for the Gliders, comes to the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 7th. Gliders lead by 1. Down low, ball 1. Nick Reese, designated hitter. Popped up behind second base. Finley Spicer calls for it, makes the catch. Got to retire the side. We're in the middle of the 7th inning. It's the Gliders 9, the Bogeys 8. Middle of the 7th inning. Bogeyman trying to recruit some singers. Oh, he's going to do a solo today. Although he's singing and walking up the bleachers, I wouldn't do that. Either one. Bogeyman with a solo act. He usually recruits some singers, but he did that one solo, but he wandered around the bleachers as he was singing, and thankfully he didn't fall, and he's back on the concrete. Looks like he's in a lot of pain, though. Bogeyman showing his age tonight, and I don't mind saying that live on the live stream. He looks hurting. He looks like he's hurting.
Mike, you are the best. You have been voted the best announcer in the league
for
1 year running.
I'll do it.
Yeah, right.
Hey, man.
Sanford won, and Sanford came back in the 9th and walked it off to win. So right now we're tied. We need to win this one to get back in
I
front.
heard they were down 7-2 and came back and scored 6 in the bottom of the 9th.
That's not true. They scored 2 in the bottom. They were down by 1 going into
today.
the 9th. Today.
Oh, they won the other night in the bottom of the 9th.
Oh, well.
Yep, they scored 6 in the bottom of the 9th.
I don't. Or they could be playing a doubleheader though, because they usually play at 7.
Yeah, they were down
7.
7.
One game's over already.
They were down to 7-2 the night before last. I believe that's correct.
Well, we need to forget the scoreboard and take care of business.
We got to get a couple of runs right here. So what I'm hoping is Paul Rice will get on that. See that little square thing over there?
Paul Rice better get on that thing because he promised his dad a base hit on his dad's birthday, and
it's his dad's birthday
the other night, and he did not get a base hit, but he walked and he had an excellent slide, and I told him I'd give him a pass and we'll give him a belated birthday present. So yeah, I think he heard us. He's snickering at us.
Belated work.
Yeah, so we got to give Joseph belated birthday wishes, but it has to come from Paul here.
I just knew if I came over and talked to you, we'd get some runs. So now we're ready to go.
There we go. Paul Rice leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Bogeys. The Gliders lead by a score of 9-8. Paul Rice leading off the Bogeys 7th. Finley Spicer on deck for the Bogeys. And then the top of the order. So here's Paul Rice, left fielder for the Bogeys. Swing and a miss, strike one to Rice. Bogeyman does look like he's hurting, but he works hard even outside of bogey baseball. Hard-working man. And he's around my age, which means he's old, so that's why. Here we go. New pitcher for the Gliders. Swing and a miss, strike two to Rice. Sean Donahue on the mound now for the Gliders. Here's the pitch from Donahue, 0-2 to Rice. Down low, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Paul Rice. Finley Spicer on deck. Pretty good crowd here at Bogey Ballpark tonight. It turned out to be a beautiful night. Rain was threatening at the beginning. Beautiful night for baseball. There's a breeze blowing. Here's the pitch to Paul Rice. Up high, ball 2. Count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paul Rice, leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Bogeys. Once again, his brother James giving him some signals. Fouled off, stays alive, 2-2. Paul Rice, the batter, leading off the Bogeys 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count on Rice. Donahue, the new pitcher, starting the bottom of the 7th. Down low, ball 3, full count to Rice. Started off 0-2. He's battled back to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Paul Rice. Sean Donahue, the new pitcher for the Gliders. Pitches to Paul Rice. Up high, ball 4. And after starting off 2 strikes, he battles back for a real nice walk there for Paul Rice. Just Bogeys need base runners. He got it done. Finley Spicer comes to the plate. Rice a leadoff walk. He's a runner at first base with nobody out. And Finley Spicer at the plate facing Donahue, the new pitcher in the game for the Gliders. Spicer squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1. Finley Spicer, bogey shortstop at the plate. Paul Rice at first base with a leadoff walk, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, Finley squares the bunt, puts it down. Third baseman looks to second base, and they get him at second. Nice play by the Gliders there. Finley Spicer will be at first base as the hit into fielder's choice. Nick DiCarlo comes to the plate now for the Bogeys. Michael Kubalete pinch runs for Finley Spicer. Nick DiCarlo, the batter. Gliders lead 9-8. Michael Kubalete, the pinch runner at first base. Paul Rice walked to start off the inning. Finley Spicer tried to bunt him to second. The third baseman made a nice throw to second base to eliminate Rice. And now Kubalete runs for Spicer at first. Kubalete leads off first base with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Nick DiCarlo. Fly ball into center field. Center fielder makes the catch. James St. Lawrence friend out there in center field makes the catch. There's 2 out. Chance Purvis comes to the plate for the Bogeys. Chance Purvis at the plate. Kubalete, the runner at first base. 2 out. Chance Purvis at the plate. Michael Kubalete, the base runner at first. 2 outs here in the 7th. Throw over to first base. Kubalete dives back in safely. Donahue, the new pitcher for the Gliders, in here in the 7th. Started off the 7th. Here's the pitch to Chance Purvis. There's 2 outs. Kubalete, the runner at first. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman calls for it and makes the catch. Bogeys leave a runner on. No runs in the inning. We go to the 8th inning. Gliders 9, Bogeys 8. Gliders coming to bat in the top of the 8th inning. There will be a new pitcher now for the Bogeys. Nick Berhalter coming to the mound for the Bogeys. Oh, let's make a deal. He just said one of them's good and 2 of them are bad. So we do a promotion where we give a little kid 2 out of 3 chances of not getting something good. I protest this. We need to launch crayfish instead of doing let's make a deal. Now he's trying to give away Charlie's money. This whole promotion is ridiculous.
All right, my man. So let's see what we got. Number 3, and you got one. Nice. 2 tickets to the movies, 3 tickets, and 1 free ice cream.
Oh, that wasn't bad. 2 movie tickets and a free ice cream. That's a pretty good deal there. My apologies for running down that promotion. That was a good deal. Nick Berhalter takes the mound for the Bogeys. I think the kid called their bluff. He wants to see what all the prizes were. Nick Berhalter, the new pitcher for the Bogeys. I didn't even see you were over there when I said Bogeyman's trying to give away Charlie's money.
Charlie didn't have any this time.
Nick Berhalter on the mound, top of the 8th inning. Bogeys down a run. Gliders lead by a score of 9-8. Brady Graves leading off the Glider 8th. Nick Berhalter was one of our Bogey broadcasters earlier in the season. He was the young man injured last year that from the Nick Strong. Bogey's batting helmets have the stickers that say Nick Strong. This is Nick Berhalter. Great to have him back throwing for the Bogeys this year. Outside. Two balls, 2 strikes to count on Graves to lead off the 8th. Hard hit ball into right center field. Nick DiCarlo is there and makes the catch. 1 out in the 8th. Levi Carlton comes to the plate for the Gliders. That looked like trouble at the beginning, but Nick DiCarlo has good speed out there, as does Jackson Kroom. And Nick called it off and made the catch. One down here in the eighth. Nick Berhalter, the pitcher. He's not catching, but you see how dirty he is anyway. Yeah. Me either. Ground ball back to Berhalter. He makes the snag and throws to the first base. 2 outs in the eighth.
Let's go, kid.
Kenton Anderson, the catcher for the Gliders, comes to the plate with 2 out, nobody on here in the eighth. Gliders clinging to a 1-run lead. Outside ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Kenton Anderson, the batter. Nick Berhalter on the mound now for the Bogeys. Here's a fly ball into left field. That's trouble. It's in the pines, a home run for the Gliders, the 3rd home run of the game. Makes the score 10-8. Gliders here in the eighth. Tyler Spruill, left fielder, comes to the plate. Nick Berhalter. Spruill at the plate. Nick Berhalter on the mound. 1 run in here in the inning. 10-8. Gliders lead. Swing and a miss. Spruill. 1 ball, 2 strikes, I believe, is the count. Yes, sir. 1 ball, 2 strikes, says the umpire. Spruill has 1 of the Gliders' 3 home runs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Otto tags him just to be sure. And that'll do it for the 8th inning, but the Gliders get a run on a home run. Kenton Anderson with the home run that puts the Gliders lead at 2 runs. In the middle of the 8th, it's Gliders 10, Bogeys 8. Bogeys coming to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, serenading us here at Bogey Ballpark. Oh, the Hendersons are both here. I see them now. Colby Thorndike to lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th for the Bogeys. Bogeys down 2 now. Donahue remains the pitcher for the Gliders. Catcher throws down to second base. We're ready to go. Colby Thorndike will step in for the Bogeys here in the bottom of the 8th. Donahue, the pitcher. Colby Thorndike steps in to lead off the Bogeys' 8th. Here's Thorndike leading off the 8th for the Bogeys. Takes ball 1. Here's the pitch to Thorndike. Takes low, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Colby Thorndike. Takes ball 3, 3-0. Ball 4, walked him on 4 pitches. Colby Thorndike, a leadoff base runner at first base with a walk. And Cal Henderson comes to the plate for the Bogeys. Cal's parents are here. He's from Chantilly, Virginia, plays at Lewisburg College. Here we go. Cal Henderson steps in. Colby Thorndike, the runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Bogeys down by 2. Low, ball 1 to Henderson. Hunter Thaxton on deck. Colby Thorndike leads off first. He had a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 8th. Cal Henderson at the plate. Bogeys down 10-8. Runner bluffs, stays there. Henderson takes ball 2. Ball 3 to Henderson. 3 balls, no strikes. Thorndike walked on 4 straight. Now it's 3-0 on Cal Henderson. There's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count on Cal Henderson, the designated hitter today for the Bogeys. Cal's one of the Bogeys catchers. They alternate. Thomas Otto catching today, and Cal gets the DH role. 3 balls, 1 strike to Henderson. Ball 4.
Let's go.
And the Bogeys now have runners at first and second with nobody out. Hunter Thaxton coming to the plate. Colby Thorndike at second. Cal Henderson at first. Coach is calling everybody over to him. Putting something on here. We're just letting them know what's going on. There's nobody out. Reminding them to watch line drives, move on the balls on the ground. And for Thorndike to tag when it's in fly ball in the outfield. So runners at first and second for the Bogeys. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. 10-8 lead for the Gliders. Thaxton at the plate. Jackson Kroom on deck for the Bogeys. Everybody returning to their positions. Here we go. First and second. Nobody out. Hunter Thaxton steps in. First and second for the Bogeys. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Bogeys down by 2. Pitcher turns around to second base to chase the runner back. Donahue, the pitcher for the Gliders. Third pitcher of the game for the Gliders. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Squares the bunt. Takes a strike. First and second, nobody out. Bottom of the eighth, Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Squares the bunt. Bunts at the ball, misses. 2 strikes now on Thaxton. Two strikes to count on Hunter Thaxton. Donahue delivers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bounces in there. They got the Bogeys runners are held up. They got Bogeys have 2 runners at second base, and Jackson Kroom gives himself up to.
Come on! You gotta go to third.
Not Kroom's on deck. That was Cal Henderson gave himself up at second as Bogeys had 2 runners at second base. Both runners in a rundown. I'd love to honor Todd Davis with how you score that at home, but I have no idea. Hunter Thaxton. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hunter Thaxton. Now a runner at second with 1 out here in the Bogeys' 8th. Up high, 2-2. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Colby Thorndike leads off second base, 1 out. Bogeys gave up an out on the base paths here in this inning. Fouled off by Thaxton, stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Hunter Thaxton at the plate. Colby Thorndike leads off second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Thaxton goes down on strikes. 2 down now. Jackson Kroom. Umpire only has 2 strikes, and they're conferring. It is strike 3. Hunter Thaxton down on strikes. Jackson Kroom coming to the plate. Colby Thorndike, the runner at second now with 2 outs. Bogeys need a couple runs to tie. We're in the bottom of the 8th. We have a runner at second base in Colby Thorndike. There's 2 down. Jackson Kroom now comes to the plate. Here's Jackson Kroom. Ground ball, first base side. It's foul. Jackson plays collegiately at Lewisburg College. Colby Thorndike at second. Jackson Kroom at the plate. There's 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Gliders lead the Bogeys by a score of 10-8. Here's the pitch to Jackson Kroom. High and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kroom. Jackson Kroom at the plate, 2 down, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman makes the call, makes the catch. Bogeys leave a runner at second. We go to the 9th. Gliders lead by a score of 10-8. Gliders coming to bat in the top of the 9th. Chance Purvis now taking the ball and going to the hill for the ninth inning. Cal Henderson behind the plate. We'll see what other defensive changes are going on here for the Bogeys. Looks like Thomas Otto at first base. Michael Kubalete pinch ran for Spicer. He stays in the game playing short. Hunter Thaxton still at second. We'll need to see who the third baseman is, as the past third baseman is now on the mound. Colby Thorndike moving from first to third base, and Thomas Otto was the catcher. He's now at first base. Here's the key to this whole mystery. You ready? The pitcher and the catcher both play at Lewisburg College. So the pitcher probably said, I want to throw to Cal. Because that's who he's used to dealing with. Nothing against Thomas Otto, but that's who they're both Lewisburg College guys, and they probably know each other very well. Cal Henderson, the new catcher. Chance Purvis, the new pitcher. Hunter Thaxton's the only remaining piece from the infield that stayed the same. Colby Thorndike moved from first to third. Michael Kubalete pinch ran for Spicer, stays in the game, and now it's short. And Thomas Otto moved from catcher to first base. Here we go. We're in the ninth. Gliders lead by a score of 10-8. Keto Hickey at the plate for the Gliders. Kaido Hickey. Getting dark all of a sudden here at Bogey Ballpark. Sun's went under clouds or behind trees or something. It's getting dark here. We are in the ninth. And here's Chance Purvis fouled off. One strike on Hickey. Chance Purvis on the mound. Deals strike two. Two balls, two strikes on Hickey. Here's Chance Purvis with the pitch. Hard hit ball into right center field. It's down for a base hit. DiCarlo cuts it off. It's back in. Hickey aboard with a leadoff single in the ninth.
Now by number 19,
James St. Lawrence Friend comes to the plate. Chance Purvis deals to St. Lawrence Friend. Gets by. Hickey goes down to second.
Our son just turned 40, and I was looking through some newspapers the other day, and this is when
St. Lawrence Friend at the plate. Runner at second. Nobody out here in the ninth.
that's our son playing. I sent that picture to him. He said, "Mom, that was a few years ago."
Somehow they wiped the count off the board. There's a look to the umpire, but he doesn't call it every pitch. So here we go.
Goes so fast.
There's a strike to James St. Lawrence Friend. Chance Purvis pitching the ninth for the Bogeys. Bogeys need to get out of this and then get the bats going.
Yes.
He did go.
Look good from here.
That's real good.
Two strikes on St. Lawrence Friend. Look, believe the scoreboard has a count at 2-2. Purvis on the hill. James St. Lawrence Friend at the plate. Nobody out. Runner at second base for the Gliders. Swing and a miss. Strike three. One down now in the ninth. Jordan Brown coming to the plate for the Gliders. Jordan Brown at the plate. Purvis delivers. Ball one, low. Photographers call this light golden hour. This is dark for baseball. Purvis on the mound. Low ball two. One out here in the ninth. Chance Purvis delivers to Jordan Brown. Down low, ball three. Once again, big doubleheader tomorrow. High Point Hush Puppies are in town. Game one is at 2 o'clock. There's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. First game's at 2, second game's at 5. Strike 2 as Purvis battling back. 3-0 count, now 3-2. Three-two count on Jordan Brown. Chance Purvis delivers. Time is called. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. Chance Purvis pitching the ninth for the Bogeys. Outside, just outside, ball 4.
You gotta tell us where that was. You gotta say that's outside something, but that was like right there.
First and second for the Gliders, 1 out. Blake Benoit comes to the plate.
Wasn't that a strike? Yeah.
I mean, shit, you say it was outside or something. But I'll be damned.
Chance Purvis, runners at first and second now for the Gliders. Outside, ball 1 to Benoit.
Pick it up, Chance. Let's go. Pick it up.
There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Blake Benoit. Chance Purvis delivers. 1 out. Another close pitch, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Benoit. Fly ball to deep center field. DiCarlo going back. He makes the catch. Runners have taken off with the pitch. There'll be no opportunity to tag. So 2 outs. 2 outs. Runners remain at first and second base for the Gliders. Well hit ball. DiCarlo ran it down. Nick Reese, designated hitter for the Gliders, comes to the plate. Strike one. Nick Reese, the batter.